We're looking at Boeing here on the weekly chart. We're trading in that 204 range right now. Whenever we get too far away from that 200, it seems like we're getting sucked right back in. That's kind of been the moral of the story last week and then this past week as well. So their 9-day EMA is sitting right at that $200 level, and we're trading about 4 points higher than that. It's not letting us run away too far in here. We want to get up to these 210s, right? We want to get back above the 210s, this 215, but that's going to be hard for us because that was such big supports for us in the past that just means it's going to be a very, very rough resistance for us in the future here to get above these. But overall, nice indecision. We might have to kind of set up shop here for a week or so on this 200, get a nice little bounce on some volume again before we start pushing higher. But the overall net flow is not letting us do that. The net flow for Friday was red, stayed red, although you did have a nice little pop in the calls here going into close. But again, overall, what are we looking at? What is this chart telling us? It's saying, hey, guess what? Your net flows are basically lining up with what this past week was, kind of a whole lot of nothing, where you had overall your net flow was bearish, but you still had a little pop in the calls. That means there's a battle there. That means there's indecision. And that's exactly what we got in here. So the 200 is going to be key for us in here. If things change and start lining up, then obviously we could get a pop or a pullback in here either way. But the 200 level is going to be key for us going forward in Boeing. If not, then we're looking at 210s, or we're just going to channel trade in between that 200 and the 210 range. So let's see what happens in here as we continue throughout the week. We have right around a $5 expected move priced in by this Friday. Your January monthly is right around a $12 expected move. And we do have earnings coming up at the end of January. So obviously that is going to move things as we get closer to that earnings report. But until then, let's just see what happens this week. See if we can get a nice little push either way, get some action and get out of that indecision channel that we're currently trading in here in Boeing. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.